Welcome to MMA Fancast. My name's Luke Payson, and I am honored to have first-time guest of the show, James Padmore, on the show. James, welcome to the show.
Nice to thank you for having me.
It's great having you on the show. I probably should have had you on a couple months ago when you got a knockout in your MMA debut. So let's start there, even though we want to talk about your upcoming fight at Brawl 15 for 247 Fighting Championship, December 17th. Let's jump back in time to Brawl 11. You made your debut. Walk us through that a little bit.
It was a great opportunity for one. For two, super nervous, didn't know what was gonna happen. Had the Muay Thai fight, then that didn't go so well. Jiu-jitsu match took second, that didn't go so well. I was a little weary, but I went in there. I felt surprisingly comfortable. I felt at home. Made some good reads, and I got the knockout in the first. So.
Well, that really shows your determination and also your willingness to I think that's a good idea in MMA to have already done jiu-jitsu, already done Muay Thai. And even though some of those things didn't go your way, it still built up that experience. Speaking of experience, you train out of Stout, Pittsburgh. What's it been like training with them? They have a ton of experience, probably most known for the Wilkins brothers, but also they have a bunch of other fighters out of there. So what's it been like training with them?
Amazing. It's been amazing. Mike has been very welcoming. I got to steal some knowledge from AJ when he was around. Doesn't fight too much anymore, I believe. I don't know what the situation is with that, but when he was around, I got a lot of information from him. Just the coaching staff, like the environment, it's just all great. Yeah, Mike keeps it real simple when it comes to the jiu-jitsu. Like, this is what you need, don't get too fancy. This is what you need to win. Like, stick to that, and it's just been great,
Well, just so you know, in case you're not aware of this, Coach Mike Wilkins has been known to turn his back on his fighters. So if you don't take his advice in the corner, ask him about this. This is a legit thing. He will turn his stool the other way. So I'm sure that'll never happen to you, but I've gotten to talk to Mike, had him on the show a couple times, particularly back when he himself was still fighting. But Stout Pittsburgh is doing a great job with you. You're going to have some of your other fellow fighters on the card as well. What's it like heading into your second fight? What do you think is on your mind coming into this one? Monroeville Convention Center. I encourage everybody to get tickets from you, the Stout Pittsburgh guys. What's your thoughts coming into this fight?
Real quick, going back to the whole Mike thing.
Sure.
First jiu-jitsu match, I was flowing. I was doing really well. It was chaotic. It was exciting, and Mike was trying to give me advice, and me being me, I was like, I got it. He stood up and left.
Well, you've already experienced that. Then
someone else.
There you go. Well, then
So
you've already
I kind of know
experienced.
I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah, you've already experienced the Mike Wilkins. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So for this fight, excited. I'm extremely excited. I can't wait for the day. I just wanted to be here already. I'm tired of all this training and getting hit for no reason. I want the day to come. Just a mental preparation. All the physical skills are there. I'm trying to get my mindset in it. Like, just a lot of meditating and self. I forget the word that I'm trying to say, but like a lot of positive speech going on in my head. You got this, you're the greatest, things like that. But yeah, it's coming along smoothly. I can't wait.
Well, that's the right, not only physical prep, but mental prep coming into it. That's fantastic. They already have your mindset. You're training with a great gym. What's it like being close to home? I would assume Monroeville Convention Center is kind of close to where you are. Do you have friends, family coming? I would assume you're from the Pittsburgh area, but maybe you're not. So who do you expect to kind of come support you?
Little fun fact, I'm not from around here.
Oh, well, there you go.
I went to college in Clarion, and I moved to Pittsburgh. I didn't want to move back home. I'm originally from the Bucks County area. That's like near
Okay,
like Philadelphia and
sure.
all that. But to answer your question, uh, no one really. I don't have anyone coming. My wife and son, they're in Lancaster right now. They're visiting family. There's an event going on, so
Sure.
I understand. But yeah. I'm in there by myself.
Well, I guess that's a great example of you doing this MMA stuff for you. It's something
Yeah.
that you want to do, that you're chasing. You got a great team behind you. Obviously, it's really great. 247 has been putting on incredible shows, and they really like to feature the Mat Factory, Stout, the Academy, your opponents from the Academy. So I think there's going to be a lot of attention on your fight because you've got Stout and the Academy. So two of the big gyms in Pittsburgh. I'm sure there'll be a lot of excitement of the fans coming into your fight. I mean, it's been incredible getting to know you. We've kept it kind of short and sweet because you answered everything directly. Really, I guess what it comes down to is you'll show everybody the payoff of your training come December 17th. It is a big deal for people to know how important it is to come to Monroe Convention Center and support everybody. I know that makes a big difference. So thanks so much for coming on the show.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me. Real fast.
Sure.
Had no idea that my opponent was from the Academy before I signed my contract, and like circling back, I was like, some of my teammates were like, he's from the Academy. I was like, okay, like what does that mean? Comes to find out, like bigger gym, like the gyms in Pittsburgh don't fight each other and stuff like that. And I didn't even know Kama ran that gym.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I go to LA Fitness with Shaka, and I was just like apologetic. I was like, I didn't know, like it's just business. He's like, I get it. It's matchmaking. It's nothing. Let's go hop in the sauna. I was like, all right, cool. But
Well,
I
yeah.
would like to go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. The gyms in Pittsburgh really cross-train Mat Factory, Stout, and the Academy. I think it's good that people can see it as, instead of it being sort of an attitude thing, it's a good thing that you guys are fighting. You can win or lose. Fighting helps an opponent get better, right? And so
Yeah.
I think it makes perfect sense. For people that don't know, Kama's one of the most chill, encouraging, nice guys out there. So I'm glad everything's going well. But keep going. I'm sure there's no bad blood between anybody. It's just interesting that two local
Yeah.
gyms have a lot of attention, and sometimes matchmaking needs to put local guys against each other in order to make fights. So
Yeah, like I was saying, it's no hard feelings. It's all business. Like I'll shake his hand afterwards. Like I know Kama. I know his older brother. Like we all go to the same LA Fit. I mean, like we're acquaintances, like pretty good
sure.
acquaintances. Hi, how you doing? How's the family going? But yeah.
Well,
It's all business.
and you mentioned Chaka. It was announced recently that Chaka is going to be fighting the younger brother of Kama.
Yeah.
Chaka is going to be fighting later on in the card after you. So it's going to be an absolutely stacked card from all the way from the beginning to the end, and it'll give you somebody to root for once your fight's over. So very exciting stuff. Everybody that's watching this, you can get tickets from 247fighting.com or from any of the fighters, any of the gyms. Thanks so much for coming on the show, James. I really appreciate you. You've been listening to MMA Fancast with Luke Basin and my first time guest on the show, James Padmore. James, thanks so much. Best skills to you.
Have a good one.
You got it. You too.